Welcome back to White Fox After Hours.
Welcome.
I'm Scarlett.
And I'm Cody.
And we are your hosts of the official White Fox podcast.
How has your week been?
It's Monday, so we're starting off to a busy week.
Yes, it is a really big week this week.
It's really big. There's so many things going on. Just a little PSA to anyone watching. We are in the White Fox HQ because we don't actually have a studio here anymore.
I know.
So we're doing our intro on our new vlogcasting equipment, which there's lots to come on this. So
yes,
we haven't spoken about this yet, but little sneak peek. There's lots coming with our new setup.
I know. I'm so excited for everything we're doing. And I love these microphones. They're so fun to hold. I feel like I can relax and
They are really fun.
It is fun. You're in one of our meeting rooms here. So this is our temporary podcast stewed at the office.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's cute.
She's cute.
So what's going on this week?
Yeah, we've got a lot on. We have Tarsha's edit launching, which you'll be flying up to Gold Coast on Wednesday.
The day that this launches, I'll be in the Gold Coast at Tarsha's edit launch event. It's going to be so fun with some of our girlies that live in the Gold Coast and from Sydney. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, this whole week is about Tarsha. This episode's about Tarsha. The event's about Tarsha.
The collection is launching. And the collection
want it all.
A dream. I had to pick my outfit to wear to the event and I was like, what do I pick? I love it.
It's so stunning. It's giving very much Tarsha.
It's giving Tarsha. It's giving Euro Summer. It's giving Grease, Angel. I love it.
So nice.
I love it so much.
But yeah, so that's fun. And we also are filming with another fun guest on Friday.
Yes.
And then we have our Valentine's Day event on Friday.
Yeah, big Galentine's party. So that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I feel like our Sydney events are always really fun.
Yeah, they are.
And we're going to a new bar in the city.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been before. Have you?
No,
she looks cute.
So yeah, I'm excited.
And V-Day's for the gals. I feel like it's always for the gals.
It is for us.
Well,
it certainly is for us.
But boys never get into it. Like, they don't care. It's always just for the girls.
I'm actually going to a singles. Well, Elise is trying to get me to go to a singles night on Valentine's if you want to come. So she doesn't want to be spotted at spotting at public bar, so we're going to Manly.
I saw that there was one at Manly on Bondi Line.
Are you going to public bar?
No, well, it was circulating in my group chat, but I don't know. Something about it, I'm like, oh, but also like, if I want to not be single, I need to start doing more things.
Come. I think I'm going to make like a fun game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you want to join. But anyway, that's our Valentine's plans.
I love that. But it's also the Grammys, I think it was last night in America. So there's lots of tea that's come from that. Did you see that Taylor Swift teased her new album?
I did. All of the Taylor Swift fans would be dying right now. Honestly, that's all we're seeing. We've only been seeing her for months.
She's literally taken over. The Swifties have gone crazy because she also won the Best Pop Album Grammy Award. And yeah, I think she's just been the moment for like the whole year. She's still touring. The Eras Tour is coming up very soon. So she's everywhere. Also, Miley Cyrus won her first Grammy ever.
Did she?
Yeah. I was surprised
that
she hadn't won before.
me too.
Yeah, it was for Flowers. It was for her like performance of Flowers.
Okay, but I feel like I've seen her been to one of her concerts before.
Oh, really?
I feel like she always has iconic performances.
I know, she does.
I don't think this is a new thing.
I know. She should have won for a Wrecking Ball performance.
That's what I saw live.
No way!
It was honestly
Did you see her
iconic.
on the ball?
Yeah.
That would have been so good.
But yeah, she deserves that.
She does deserve it.
I was looking at everyone's outfits before, and there was no one that I was like wowed by.
Dua Lipa, did you see her?
No, I didn't see Dua Lipa.
She looked insane. I'm just obsessed with her at the moment. She's so hot. Her outfit and her hair, and she's got this like copper color. It just
okay. I should have done a bit more hunting. I haven't had a full look yet.
But that's pretty much everything that's been happening.
Well, I've been seeing this literally everywhere. All Stars, and Cody isn't watching.
Yes,
but it has taken over TikTok, Instagram, everything. Like literally. Everyone's talking about All Stars, and I'm so excited for tonight. Well, by the time this episode goes live, it would have already been live, but they have the PDA awards.
Yeah, I have heard about this.
It's getting really intense.
You've been talking about it today, and I'm really sad that I didn't start watching. I normally do watch Love Island, but I just didn't start the season. Now I'm too far behind.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to wait for next series.
Yeah, it
but
seems like a really good one.
There's a lot of drama. And I think because everyone's been on before and everyone kind of knows each other and, like, there's a lot of history. Like, people have been on Love Island and then came off and then, like, someone will come on and they'll be like, oh, I've had history with that person, and they're trying to sort it out. Because, like, they're all just kind of in that group, even if they haven't been on the, like, series as that person.
Yeah, they definitely all, like, know each other, and they all, seems like there's a lot of history.
Yeah. Like, even Callum and Molly, like, they, honestly, hats off to them both. They broke up after being together for 3 years, and it was, like, been 6 months since they've broken up. Like, watching your ex go to the hideaway, I think I might literally physically be sick.
Oh,
like, I just couldn't do it.
Have they been handling it okay?
Yeah, they've been slaying.
Wow. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I don't think I could physically do it.
No, seeing your ex with anyone else is always like, oh, but then, like, seeing it, like, in real life.
Yeah, it would be really hard.
That would be really hard.
But yeah, there's a lot of drama. You're missing out. I'm sorry.
I'll catch up on the TikTok clips. I think I'm going to see all the PDA nights.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I'm really excited to get home and watch that. But yeah, next time you're going to get up to date on Love Island.
I know. Next Love Island season, I'm committing. And it does take a lot, though. It's every night.
It is every night.
It's easier in winter, I think.
Well, I'm trying to be a cute girl, stay in a little bit more, and it's fun on the weekends. I'm like, okay, I'm excited to watch something.
True. You can just catch up on the weekends.
The other thing that I started watching is we had Sam and Thames on the podcast a few weeks ago, and Made in Sydney, a lot of its, like, episodes are out now, so I'm just starting to watch that.
Okay, I will have to watch that, I think.
That's one that you can watch, and that's not like a weekly, like, it is a weekly thing, but it's not as much like that.
Of
like,
a time commitment, yeah.
You can catch up on that.
Yeah. Okay, love it. Well, today we have a very exciting guest. We've already told you all about her. We have Tarsha Whitmore on the podcast to talk all about her edit that she did with White Fox and just her life, her career, how she got into the industry, and what she does now. I feel like she's such a wholesome, cute gal.
She is, isn't she? We love Tarsha so much. Like, we've known her for quite a few years now with coming to events and, like, trips and everything. And she's honestly, her aesthetic and everything is, I'm just obsessed with the whole collection. Like, the way that the inspo that she's given and everything, like, the collection looks amazing.
Yeah, the collection is so nice. And I think we knew Tarsha quite well before the podcast, but chatting with her even more, I feel like I got to know her even better, and she's just such a chill girl. Like, she's just so down to earth. Her energy is so, like, grounding, I feel. Like, she's just a really nice person to be around.
I feel like she's just very... that's a good way to describe her. She's just very down to earth, and she's so lovely, and she's a wholesome girl.
I want to be more like
We're taking notes out of Tarsha's books,
honestly. And she talks all about her, like, relationship and how they met, and just everything about her life is so just nice.
And even just throwing it back, like, she took us way back to her Subway days.
Yeah.
Like, where it all started to where she is now. So we got, like, a whole kind of broad, like,
overview of her life.
Yeah. So let's bring her in. So welcome, Tarsha.
Hello. We're so happy to have you in the new After Hours studio. It's the first episode we're recording in here. So first guest. We've had some chaos this morning, but we're here.
It's been a lot of technical difficulties.
But we've made it. And she's cute.
It is very cute in here.
Thanks for being our first guest.
I know.
Thank you for having me.
You've been in Sydney for our active event yesterday. But more importantly, we have your collection launching the day that this episode launches.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So that's a couple weeks away from now.
Yeah.
I'm shooting with you guys on Monday on the Gold Coast.
Oh my God, it's
I'm
so exciting.
I'm really just excited to actually, like, have everything too, because I actually love everything as well.
It's very your vibe, the whole like, you've really put yourself into a collection.
Literally. Well, talk us through, like, the process of the collection, and what was your favorite part of the whole design process?
Yeah, so I think initially, obviously, the girls asked like what I wanted the vibe to be. And I was tossing up between, because I feel like I'm very like into resort wear, but also I love like going out outfits and stuff as well. Like there's no really in between for me, but I think resort wear is definitely more my thing, like maxi dresses and like things you wear on holiday. So I decided to go down that route, and then I kind of pulled together like looks that I like, and you know, my favorite pieces that White Fox has already done previously, and just like changed it up a little bit. And yeah, also a lot of new styles as well. But yeah, and then I flew down to Sydney to kind of try everything on once the samples were almost done, and just made like the last changes and changing colors and patterns and yeah, that kind of thing. And then we've got the shoot on Monday, and then it's gonna be live.
It's so exciting.
An event.
Yes, the event is going to be fun.
Yeah. So that will literally be the day this launches, everything's all happening.
Yeah.
So we'll be at the event.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully we get good weather.
I know. I know.
Do you have a favorite like piece from the collection that you already know you're going to be wearing all the time?
Probably, so I'm tossing up right now between two things to wear to the event, and those are my two probably favorites: the white maxi with the gold hardware, and it's got like the low back. I feel like that's really nice because it's like you can still wear it out with the girls, or like wear it on holiday. And then also the maxi that you guys have done in a different colorway. You know this dress?
Yeah,
So
I
doing
love that
like
dress.
A lighter colorway, because when I put that on, I was like, wow, like the fit is amazing. Like this would be so nice.
You sold me that dress.
Oh, literally. I think all of us have worn that dress. Like it sold out so quickly.
Nice fit though. As
well.
So you've done that in a lighter color.
Yeah. So I've done lighter color and a different print.
Stunning. I'm so excited to see it. I feel like you're a Euro summer girl. Like these are going to be the Europe outfits.
This is everyone's Europe summer wardrobe.
No, literally I thrive in like any kind of summer holiday destination.
Well, you just got back from Fiji. How was it?
It was really good. I was actually really surprised because I have never really had an interest in going there. I feel like when I think of like going overseas to somewhere like that, I'm like, oh, I'd rather just go to Bali or something.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to go somewhere quick and easy. It's only 3.5 hours from Brisbane.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said that. That's so good. We should be going to Fiji all the time.
Yeah, I know. And it was so hot, like just so nice and relaxing. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I love Fiji. We went there for a trip once, and honestly, it's so nice. I've never even thought about going before. Yeah. It's just so relaxing.
Yeah. It gives like the closer version of like a Bora Bora or something. Like it's so chill. There's not much there where it's like you actually have to relax.
Yeah.
Do you have any more trips planned this year?
This year, so I was thinking of doing Euro summer, but I think we're actually going to go to Europe more so towards the end of the year. But not really Europe. Like we want to go to Dubai, Maldives. However you pronounce it.
There's a debate on that one.
Yeah, Maldives. And we also want to go to the Dolomites in Italy.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Stunning.
Yeah. So I think I'd rather maybe do like an end of year trip down that end this year. But yeah, I don't know. I think like I'm just like a last minute booker. I don't like booking things like 6 months in advance.
So it kind of just happened. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, like I can't even the last Europe trip we did, we booked it like October the year before.
Wow, that's organised.
Yeah, and I hate like looking forward to things for that long.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because you just want it to happen now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just one of those people, like if I think of something, like I want it to happen now.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah. Even like with cleaning, I'm like, oh, if I think like I need to clean out my drawers or reorganize my wardrobe, like it has to happen then and there. I'll spend the whole day doing it.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Like, that was Cody was saying this the other day. She's like, that's what is in for her this year. Is like when you think of something, just do it. Don't procrastinate.
Yeah, because I'll put it off.
Yeah. When I moved out of home as well, like with my parents, I remember I was just like looking at realestate.com that week and I was like, no, I want to do it. So I literally moved out that week and my dad was like, oh, okay. I was like, hey, Dad,
so you're
moving out.
I kind of love this energy though.
I know.
Yeah, she's like, make it happen.
Making moves.
Well, because then I actually genuinely can't sleep at night until something's done.
Really?
Every time I've moved houses and stuff, like I'll unpack within that week. everything.
feel like
Reorganize everything.
Wow.
Probably
Yeah.
goes towards why you're so successful in what you do then, if that's
Yeah.
like your
Maybe, yeah.
mentality. You're
No,
just
actually,
like,
I can't sleep at night. Like when I was moving out of home the last time, I was getting like maybe 4 hours of sleep every night because I just
4
wake up.
hours?
I'd wake up at like 4 a.m. and like keep unpacking. I genuinely couldn't sleep at night.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But like, you're really accomplishing things.
Yeah.
So good for
Yeah.
you. I should get a bit more of that energy, I think.
so now let's take it back to the beginning. You are an OG in the industry, like OG influencer. So how did it all start?
Every time I get asked this, I like don't know what to say because I feel like I wasn't actually trying to like be an influencer. I think back then, like, because I started gaining a following when I was really young. Even I remember like in year 8, I had like 10K back then. So
That's
I feel
wild,
like,
isn't
it?
I feel like it's just been slowly growing over time. I think I hit 100K right when I graduated high school.
Wow.
But it wasn't like I was trying to do that because back then, like no one was really making money off of it or anything.
It was very organic.
Yeah, and I think also living on the Gold Coast, like I was always posting at the beach, and I don't know, I guess people liked seeing that, and there wasn't really so many people in the industry yet, like posting the type like content like I was. So yeah, when I get asked that, I'm like, I just don't know what to say because I feel like I wasn't actually really trying. It just kind of
happened and like
Yeah.
built from there.
Yeah.
I feel like it is wild back then though. Like someone
Yeah.
would post something and it would just blow up, wouldn't it? Like
Yeah.
Instagram was just so so different to how it is now.
Yeah, I think that's actually so. When I left high school, I went on a trip to like the Whitsundays, and I was out on the boat in the middle of the Whitsundays for like a week, and like all my content was like prime, and like no one was. It was just like the bluest water, and those are like the first photos that like really did well. But even before that, it was already like slowly growing.
Was that crazy for you to see when you were so young, being like, oh my God, like this is really, like as opportunities kept coming, what did you think about it all?
Yeah, it was really cool because there was like a lot of brands that I would personally buy from. Then they started reaching out to me and like even wanting to send me stuff. And even back then, like I wasn't even charging them much at all, but I was just really excited for them to be like sending me clothes and like, well, that saved me, you know, my Subway money that week. Like what I earned working there.
You worked at Subway?
Yeah.
No way. 4 years, really?
Then I wouldn't have to spend that money, you know, buying from X place.
So you were buying it anyway, so it's like a win-win.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I don't need to buy my clothes now.
Yeah.
And then I can buy food this week. No.
So when did you ever have a stage where you had a dream of what you wanted to be? Or was it just, they kind of just happened where you kind of fell into what you were doing?
Yeah, well, yeah, I basically fell into it. Like, honestly, I think if it didn't all happen, I don't know what I would have done. Like, I would have just kept working.
Subway manager.
Yeah, no, literally. I remember my manager, like, they all just thought I was the hardest worker, like, being so young. I, like, didn't even go to schoolies. I was always in there, like, 6:30 in the morning. I would do the open shift on my own until, like, 2:30, so 6:30 to 2:30. But everyone would always be like, you're going to be so successful, like, because you're such a hard worker, like the older people that work there. But I would just think to myself, like, I don't even know what I want to do. Like, that's so random.
But it's like work ethic. I feel like with the work ethic like that, you can literally do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, like, maybe back then I would have eventually I always said I wanted to do, like, psychology, like be a psychologist, because I love, like, talking like this and giving people advice and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but I do. Or I always wanted to be, like, a chef.
Well, you're a really good cook.
I love
Thanks.
watching
Your TikToks. No, but you are.
Yeah, no, I do really enjoy it. And even when I was younger, like because I grew up in the Philippines, I would always just be on like the Food Network watching like Ina Garden and Martha Stewart and what was her name again? The Italian lady, I think like Giardi or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to watch when I was younger. I don't know if that's because I was like the only thing on TV in the Philippines, but like, yeah, that's what I used to watch. And I think that's probably why I love cooking so much, because I grew up watching
cooking shows.
No,
That's
I love.
so interesting, isn't it? Just from
Yeah.
watching. Well, I guess that's the same thing as like people say they watch YouTube to learn makeup and then they're so good at it. It's like if you're just watching cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And now look at you. No, you definitely have to keep going with the cooking videos
Yeah,
because
I
they're
love
so
that content,
entertaining.
honestly,
Yeah.
you look like you're a chef when you're cooking.
Yeah.
When you're cooking dinner, like
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't really like cooking for myself. I like cooking for other people, like especially James.
it's your love language.
Yeah, but like for myself, I don't really care. I just make like
I
fish
know,
and
it's like,
veggies.
can't really be bothered.
Yeah. I'm not like impressing myself.
So, what would you say is like a week in your life now? You're like very established in the industry. What would you do on a day-to-day basis?
I feel like it's so different week to week. Like there's some, obviously now, you know, I've got the collection dropping and stuff. Like there's so much with that, plus all the other work that I have to do as well. And also there's like so much travel in between. Like I feel like it's just so different week to week.
Yeah.
But day to day, like outside of work, I always go to the gym in the morning. Actually, no, I go like 3 times a week, or I'll go for a walk or something. But I always make sure I have that time in the morning to like do that, and then I'll do whatever I have to do. But I think I always say the best thing, and like the one thing that I'm so grateful for with this job is like the flexibility, because I can, you know, travel for work. Like, you know, if I get invited to something, I can go and do that, or do work there. Like last night I was like doing work in Sydney as well, yesterday afternoon, after the event. So yeah, I think the best thing is like the flexibility that I get, and I can kind of do whatever work I need to do wherever I am.
Yeah, that's so good.
I don't know if that answered the
No,
question.
absolutely, yeah.
Because you've had like a few different areas where you have posted about. Like you used to be a lot of like you've done a lot of travel, but then I feel like you've done a lot of fitness kind of things as well.
Yeah, I was
haven't
getting
you?
into like fitness for a bit, and then I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm like confusing my following. Like I'm like doing so many different things. Like I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm fitness, like fashion, makeup, like yeah. So I think even now, like even though I've been in the industry for so long, like I'm still trying to like find what it is that I want to stick with. But there's so many. It's so hard because there's so many things that, you know, interest me.
What performs best for you when you what like kind of pose?
It's different on every platform.
Really?
Yeah. So Instagram, it's like fashion, lifestyle, like the travel stuff, and like, you know, like what I'm wearing. TikTok, the cooking videos definitely I feel like do the best. And then YouTube, I'd say YouTube, I feel like everyone just loves my vlogs. So yeah, I think like more lifestyle again, and like I don't know, people love like seeing what I do in day-to-day life.
That's actually the perfect thing, isn't it? So you can do it kind of all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Every part of your life and share that, and that's kind of what works.
Because it'd be a lot to do like just fashion everything.
Or just makeup.
Yeah. Like it works for people, but like for you, especially because you've been in the industry for so long, it's like you get bored kind of doing the same thing over and over again. It's nice that you get to do a bit of everything.
Yeah. But I think I love YouTube and TikTok because I feel like people can kind of see my personality more. I think I'm just like really chill, and like I think that's why the people that like watching me because I'm just chill. Like I'm just actually showing what I do in day-to-day life and like the things that I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So
oh, we love that. Is there anyone like in your journey that you've really looked up to, or anyone that like inspires you?
no, making money.
Yes.
Paying rent. No, I'm kidding. Paying all my bills. Yeah, I do try to think this. I'm like, yeah, no one really inspires me.
I love that. You're like, no, I'm leading the way.
Yeah, no, not even like that. I just
Well, you're in your own lane as well.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like it's nice to look at what people are doing and be like, oh, that's cool. But like,
yeah, I don't really like look up to anyone like looks wise or fashion wise. Like I just
like you kind of paved your way though. Like you are who you are.
Yeah,
I
like I
guess.
just do
like
my
a
own
good
thing.
Yeah. Well, that's so sweet.
I love that. Yeah.
no.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about your cooking.
Yeah.
So we love watching your cooking videos. What's your go-to meal that you love cooking for James? Is that because that's the main person you like to cook for?
Yeah, his favorite cuisine's definitely Japanese, and I think Japanese is actually an Asian food is definitely the easiest to kind of cook and learn. So I think I don't have like a favorite set meal.
maybe like I love making like steak and veggies and mash. I think I've really nailed my steak.
Yeah.
You have
Making, yeah. 'Cause, well, when I first started making steak, it's actually the easiest thing in the world to make, but it's also so easy to mess up at the same time and like overcook it. And
I feel like I always mess it up.
yeah, not get the flavors right. But once you get it, you're like, this is actually so easy. But yeah, now I just have my way of cooking it, and it honestly tastes better than like half the time that we eat out and get steak. So that's probably like one of my favorite things. And then also Japanese food.
Yum.
Yeah.
It's my favorite too.
Yeah.
Do you do all the cooking for James? Like, can he cook?
No. I don't even know if he knows how to work like a microwave or like a toaster. Genuinely, I don't think he does.
You're the perfect match then.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally.
like not me like I'm like, yeah, literally. Yeah. No, yeah, it's good.
That's great. If I had someone that wanted to just cook all my meals, I'd be like, please go for
I
it.
was doing his meal prep at 1.2 last year, but that was kind of like taking out too much time with work. I don't do that anymore, but you know, when we're married and have kids and stuff, then that'll start up again.
Maybe
We'll get fresh meals every day.
An incentive for him.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
would
it's
you
so
say
funny.
that you plan your content then? Like, or is it just kind of in the moment for you always? Like, you're just like, you're at an event and you're getting a photo and like you're cooking and you're doing this. Like, or is it something that you plan more?
Maybe Instagram I kind of plan more because I obviously have like deliverables and stuff. So I'm like, all right, what am I going to do for that? Where am I going to take that? But YouTube and TikTok, I don't really plan.
Yeah. It's a bit more in the moment.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Love that. What would you say in your career has been like a highlight so far?
Probably like this collection and just like all the travel that I've done throughout the years and like being so young and even thinking like I'm only 23 and I've traveled to so many places that
That's
like
crazy.
people would only dream of going to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this edit and also like all the travel has been a highlight.
Yeah, you've done so much
Yeah,
for
you've
23.
really have. Living your best life.
Yeah, literally.
Wild.
What's
Yeah.
been your favourite trip so far?
Like work
You've
trip
traveled-
wise
yeah.
or like just a holiday?
Any?
Probably the last LA trip with you guys, or I obviously loved Europe and also the Maldives. Maldives.
Back to the Maldives.
Yeah. I'm like, I really don't want to say it because I don't want to get roasted, but yeah.
The last LA trip was really fun.
It was.
It was a big
It
trip.
was
Yeah.
so much fun. What was your highlight on the trip?
Do you know what's funny? Me and the girls, my friend Emily, she loves to like, every time we're at lunch, she loves to like play a game or like, you know, say what your favorite thing is of here, blah, blah, blah. So I think the last lunch, it was like, what was your high of 2023? And it was actually that night at Nobu when, yeah, was that the first dinner?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the welcome dinner. That was a fun night.
That, I think, but also I was just so happy that like I saw Sam again and I had James there and I had all my closest friends there on the table and I just remember like being in that moment and thinking like I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So that I think like stands out to me so
Yeah.
much.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, we had a few questions about like Sam and you guys obviously working with a long distance friendship.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how is that having a long distance bestie?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think I'm a very low maintenance friend. I'm like one of those friends that, you know, we just kind of like I just talk to people when we have something to say. Like I'm not that friend that's like calling every day, like FaceTiming every day, getting annoyed if you don't answer. Like it's just, I think I'm just like a very chill friend. So we just talk like when we have stuff to talk about or like we send each other things throughout the day. But yeah, I obviously like really miss her and I think we started in the industry at around the same time and that's why we got so close. So I was so used to like traveling with her and being on trips with her and like now not being able to do that's kind of sad. But you know.
Is that
It's
how
alright.
you met?
Yeah, we actually met I think on a brand trip, yeah, and she didn't know that I was only 17 at the time. And I remember I used to be like so embarrassed about my age.
Really?
And I would never tell people how old I was. Yeah.
17 is so young to
I
be
know,
like
doing
I know,
that
and I
live.
remember I told her like at the dinner, I was like, oh yeah, I'm only 17. She was like, what? But yeah, I don't know. I used to get really embarrassed about my age.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like killing it so
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
so it's kind of a slay.
It's like,
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you.
I'm only 17 and
Yeah.
I'm living this life.
Yeah, and I think when I was 17 was when it like all kind of started. But yeah, that's when we met.
And now you're besties. And everyone
Yeah.
is obsessed with you two being besties. Like, you guys
Yeah.
literally have fan pages.
I
There's,
know,
like,
I know.
Sarah and Tarsha
I
fan
know,
pages.
I know, it's so cute.
So
So
cute.
wild.
Yeah, I miss being around her like heaps though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get yourself back over to
I know.
LA.
I know.
Back to
Or
another
she tries to
no-brainer.
come here.
I know. Yeah, she's been there for so long.
I know, literally.
What advice would you give to anyone trying to get into this industry?
I'd say I know it's like so cliche, but just be yourself and, you know, post what you want to post. Don't feel like you have to post something because it's what's trending. Like, if you don't want to post Get Ready With Me is on TikTok, like, you don't have to do that. And yeah, I think that's important because the more you enjoy doing stuff, like, people can see that. And yes, I think just be yourself and be consistent with it as well. I think it goes with everything. Like, at first, you don't really see results for a lot of people anyway. But, you know, the more you're consistent with it, the more it, like, grows, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
something that you're really good at. Like, you are so yourself
Yeah.
online and
Yeah.
in person.
I
Like,
really
you're just well, it works, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
people can connect with that and they can
Yeah.
relate because they're like,
Yeah.
she's actually so real, and that's
Yeah, like, I
something
don't
I can relate
pretend
to.
to have, like, a big personality because I know I don't have that. Like, I'm just, you know.
She's a chill girl.
Yeah, probably like maybe too chill. Like, some people probably like click off my videos. They're like, bro, this is so
No.
boring.
No, I love that though. I feel like it's in a very like an Australian thing, like, especially
Maybe,
Gold
yeah.
Coast. Like, it's a very chill
Very
lifestyle.
chill,
You're
yeah.
relaxed.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I don't think people would find you boring at all. Definitely not. Well, with your friendship with Sam, I feel like besties can either like be a really good influence or a really bad influence on each
Yeah.
other. What's the vibe? What's your relationship like? Do you guys get into trouble together?
Okay, Sam always like talks about this. It's so funny because we are so opposite. I remember like she'd always like want me to go out and stuff, but I just like love being at home and like I like going out for a little bit, but I always like go back home at like 10 o'clock or after like a couple of hours or something. But yeah, I remember she'd always like try and make me go out and stuff, and I'd be like, no, I'm going home. Or she'd try and make me go out and I'd be like, oh no, I'll stay in the hotel room. I want to get Uber Eats or whatever, DoorDash, whatever we used to get in LA.
So she's the bad influence.
Yeah,
in the
she
Yeah.
actually is. But in saying that, like, I've learned so much since I started being friends with her. And like, as I said before, I met her when I was 17. I feel like I was so like naive and so like innocent, but she just like taught me so much about like life and being confident. And I think that's like, it's really good to have people around you like that. Like, I think she
Yeah.
just made me see things like differently, I guess. I was so naive and such a baby when we first met. And
That's
so
nice to have.
yeah,
met
like
someone
I,
like
yeah,
that.
I kind of
Yeah.
like saw her as like a big sister, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think she probably wishes that, you know, I wanted to go out more and stuff. And this is even like back when I was single, I still wouldn't go out. With
Really?
her.
You've always been a homebody?
Yeah. I like going out for a little bit, don't get me wrong. I like going out to dinner and then like maybe going after for like an hour or two, but I've never been like, you know,
She's not
up all
a party girl.
night. Like, nah. Never.
I kind of love that for you.
Yeah.
I need a bit more of that sometimes.
Sometimes I think I kind of wish that, you know, I did enjoy that, but I just don't. And I'm not going to like force myself to.
Yeah.
No,
No,
honestly.
Yeah.
absolutely not. It's
You
always
know?
better.
It's
Like, you
better.
never regret going home
Yeah,
early.
exactly. So
Actually, you
true.
definitely do regret staying out too long.
Yeah, true.
We've learned that lesson too.
We've learned that the hard way.
Hey besties, we're interrupting this episode of After Hours with a quick PSA that you can get 15% off at White Fox Boutique with code AFTERHOURS15.
So, if you need a whole new wardrobe refresh, we've got you. Use the code AFTERHOURS15 and treat yourself today.
We've also left a link to shop and code in the episode notes, so let's get back into the episode.
So you and your boyfriend, James, are so cute. We got to meet him on our LA trip. How did you guys meet?
We met, I feel like the Gold Coast is such a small place. I think if you go out often or, you know, if you know certain people, you kind of meet people through them. So we met, we actually first met when I was 18, out at 19. Have you guys been there? The bar?
No. Oh, at the Star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been there, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I was with like a girl that he knows, and he said hi to her, and then like obviously said hi to everyone else she was with, and I was one of them. And I just remember being like even back then, I was like, he is so tall. I was like, nah. And
height works wonders.
Yeah, no, it really does. And there's not a lot of tall people on the Gold Coast. And
just the whole Gold
must
Coast.
have him.
Yeah.
The one tall man.
Yeah.
He's mine.
Yeah, the battle of the... No, it was actually... No, I'm kidding. The battle of getting the one tall man.
Yeah. It's tough out there.
Anyway, so later on that night, we ended up at Bedroom. You know, the club Bedroom?
Yeah.
We ended up there, and I was like on one table, and he was on the next table with his friends and a few other people. And I remember like that night, just like, I say this to him and I feel like it sounds so weird, but I was like, I kept looking over at him. I don't know if it's because I thought he was hot, but I just like kept looking at him to like see what he was doing, like to see if like, as weird as it sounds, like to see if he was like okay or like see what he was doing, which is really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
if
like
that's
trying to give him the eyes. You're just like,
I was
genuinely
I
just
was
curious.
Like, curious to see what he was doing. Like even now, like when we're out together, I'm like, what are you doing? Like it's like that. I don't know. But I literally just met him that night. So maybe it was the universe like telling me that
You're
I don't
manifesting.
know, like I was like being really like
That's my
caring
person.
towards what he was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Maybe you
Yeah.
knew somehow,
Yeah.
subconsciously.
so did you just feel like when you met him, you're like, no, like that's like,
Maybe not back then. I was still only 18. Like I didn't really. I was like such a baby.
Not
I don't
looking
even
for
think
your
he would have
husband.
looked at me like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I didn't see him around for a few years. And then I ran into him at a Surfers Pavilion in what year? 2021? 2020? And just all happened from there.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like meant to be.
And you know what's funny? I think I actually was going to go home that night. And I just always think if I went home, like who knows when I would have seen him again.
it's always the universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they just put you in the same place.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that a bit lately, like the string theory.
Yeah.
The string theory.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
you see these people, and even like people that we know, their partner have been like in the background of a photo, but they didn't know each other yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
love
this on
that
TikTok.
stuff.
Meet at the
Yeah.
right time.
Yeah.
So it sounds like that's what happened for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met again when you're ready.
Yeah, it's like
You
you
went
were
away for a beer.
Yeah, because I mean, let's just say he was like attracted to me when I was 18, which he definitely probably wasn't. I was such a baby. Like it just wouldn't have worked back then, you know? So yeah, definitely like the timing is a big thing as well.
Yeah, for sure. And now you've been together for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
That's
That's a long time.
it is a long
it
time.
actually is.
Yeah, what would you say?
I'm like looking at my ring.
You're like, yeah, it is a really long time actually. Like, hello, James.
When you put it like that, I guess. Yeah.
What would you say is like one of the most important things you look for in a relationship?
Definitely hygiene. I think also being with someone that's not lazy and someone that's motivated, and I think because you're definitely who you surround yourself with. So I don't think I could ever be with someone that's just like at home all day, like playing games or something.
No, you get so frustrated.
Yeah, that's like an ick. Yeah, just someone who's like motivated, because I think that helps motivate you as well.
For sure.
Yeah, I think those are like my two main things, like hygiene. Also someone that's thoughtful as well.
What's your like love language?
Like what do I like
Yeah.
receiving? All of them. Is that bad? I think all of them. I always think that I'm like, I can't just pick one. I've done one of those tests before, and like when you're like choosing out of the options, I'm like all of them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair. That would be great.
I think there should be a balance of everything though.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what gives you the ick about James? Is there anything?
There's actually nothing about James. I honestly think that when you actually love someone, there's nothing that they could do that would give you the ick.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so many things that I see on like a daily basis on like TikTok, or like I'll just like randomly think of something. Like I'm like, I feel like if he was like running after like a cab or something, or like running in the airport to like not miss his flight, I'd probably get the ick. Like something like that. Something like that. Imagine like a guy like hailing down a cab and
he's like running after it.
And the cab doesn't see.
It just keeps going fast.
So bad. Or like if they're in a conversation with someone and like they say something and no one hears it. That really gives me ick.
I saw a TikTok about, the Inspired Unemployed did a TikTok on that. They did like a reenaction of like them all being on a date, and they were like, and the girl was like,
I actually saw a TikTok yesterday, and it was like, you know when DJs like post TikToks of their sets like at the club?
Yeah.
But it was like whoever was filming was like filming the crowd when he like put a song on and the crowd's reaction, and there was a guy like front row. And I don't know why, but this gave me the ick. He was like freaking out when the song came on. And he's like got his head back. And he started filming, and I'm like, oh my god, that is such an ick.
Oh,
He's
that
like
is
singing
an
all
ick.
the lyrics, like being a little fanboy in the front.
Stop. I
feel
mean,
like that takes the cake, honestly.
yeah. I feel like anything that drunk people do is an
I
ick.
know.
Like if I am sober and I look at a room full of drunk people, I'd be like,
Yeah.
But
I feel like I wouldn't even see that as an ick if I watched that in real life. It's just something about watching it on TikTok.
Yeah, that's
just
so true.
makes it so
It really
much
highlights
worse.
it, doesn't it? So our last question before we go into the game, what is next and coming up for you?
The collection,
Yes.
which is launching today. More travel, hopefully. Get engaged, married, have kids. You know.
Hello.
Yeah.
The time is ticking.
Yeah. That's probably like the biggest things I'd say in the next few years.
Oh,
That's
nice.
really
She's a big
exciting.
girl.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
you in your wifey era.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
you
think I
already
already
give that
have.
energy.
Yeah. I think like with kids I definitely can wait, but I think there's like a lot of travel I want to do first. But I've always said like if it happened, which I ideally wouldn't want to have kids before we get married, but I mean if it happened, you know, I feel like I'd be okay. But there's definitely a lot of travel that I want to do first, and just like enjoying each other's time. And I think being around his niece and nephew as well, as much as I love them, like having a kid just makes your life so much harder. Like they can't just go out for dinner together, like can't stay in bed all day one day on a Sunday cuddling. Like you just can't do that. So I think I just want to actually like enjoy each other.
Enjoy
It'll
this
be a
time.
big adjustment for you, especially with all the travel that you do get to do now.
Yeah, like I don't think I'd be doing that if well, I know I wouldn't be doing that if I had kids, especially like if they were still really young. So I think there's a lot still that I want to do first before that. But yeah, hopefully get engaged and get married.
That's exciting.
The big wedding.
Yeah, do you want to have a big wedding?
I mean, I initially didn't, but I think it's just because he's Lebanese and, you know, it's kind of what his family wants as well. I'm happy with either. Like, I do like being the center of attention.
I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, so I think either way, like, I'd also love to have I don't really care. That's the
She just wants the wedding.
Yeah, not the long-winded answer. The answer is yeah.
Well, we're thinking about the collection next, and that sounds like it's like a little bit.
It's just like a little bit further down the track. Yeah.
But speaking of you being so young when you first started, I remember the first time that we met was on a Byron trip.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy. How long you've been working with White Fox?
I feel like I've changed so much since then as well. Was I more shy back then?
I feel like you were shy. Like, more shy.
I think I'm just more in general. I'm more shy when I meet people for the first time.
Yeah.
Or like the first few times. I think because I've known you guys for so long. Like I'm just so much more comfortable now.
Yeah. I feel like it's nice when that happens. Like 'cause it has been so long now. And But no, I just like was remembering that when we were writing all the questions. It's like it's actually wild.
So
like how long those trips were.
Yeah, that
Time
actually
just
was
flies,
years ago
doesn't
now.
it?
Yeah, because that was in COVID or just after COVID.
Maybe just before.
Just before. Yeah, just before even.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, crazy. But we've got some games.
Yeah, we've got some fun games for
Tarsha
you.
wrote the questions before the episode, but we Didn't tell her about the game.
Yeah.
She was like, "You're not gonna get me to sing, are you?"
I'm like, please, anything but singing. Even though I can sing, no, I'm kidding.
Go for it.
No, I'm kidding. I can't.
Okay, so our first game is Never Have I Ever. Okay, never have I ever partied with celebrities.
I don't think I have.
She's a homebody.
She is a homebody.
What do you classify as like
Whatever you
backstage? No, I haven't. Oh no.
If I had party with celebrity, I'd be telling everyone.
I feel like I just wouldn't even care.
Yeah. I feel like you're cooler than me.
No, nah.
It depends who it would be for me.
Yeah.
None. Well, I can't think of anyone important, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, never have I ever smoke bombed on a night out.
Always.
That is a very you question.
Well,
I had a feeling.
I was actually listening to Paris Hilton was doing a podcast, and she smoked bombs too because, and she said she was like, well, it's easier than like having to explain to everyone why you're leaving, and then people go, oh, like stay. It's so true. That's why I do it as well.
You just sleep. Yeah.
It's just so much easier.
I know.
Because then you spend like 30 minutes to an hour like just saying bye to everyone, and like no one wants you to leave, and then you feel bad.
Does anyone
It's
notice?
just easier.
Do they text?
Nah. Well, maybe they do, but they're just like, oh, that's just her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just
Most
me.
of the
They're just used
time,
to it,
they just get on with their night. So it's like, it's easier.
Yeah. I feel like you're actually inconveniencing everyone else by saying bye.
Yeah. True.
Unless we're on
like,
vibes.
Yeah. Or obviously it's different if it was like someone's birthday or like someone was hosting something. Then of course you'd say bye to them.
Yeah.
But the other 100 people there, probably not.
See ya. I'm going.
Yeah.
Never have I ever worn an outfit that you've regretted, and if you have, then. But this could be like ages ago.
Regret? Oh, I don't really think so.
No. That's good.
Maybe I have, but I just can't remember. Nothing
nothing stands out. Yeah.
I'm sure
that's great.
There's things when I was like 13 that I would never wear now.
Yeah.
But no, I can't think of anything. My mum was actually saying when I first moved to Australia, I saw girls like wearing like really short shorts at the beach. I'd never seen that. I'm like, oh my God, Mum, why are they wearing such short shorts? And she's like to me, and now look at the dresses you wear. And I'm like, that's just what happens when you,
it's just the
I
vibes.
guess it's like normal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Never have I ever heard a rumor about yourself that's not true.
I don't think I have.
That's good.
Maybe I just can't think. I actually have a bad I'll be sitting at night like thinking, oh, I should have said that later tonight.
I mean, that's really great if it's not true.
It's not true.
We don't want people spreading rumors.
I think not rumor, but like maybe like remember when I first started dating James and I would always cut his head out?
Yeah.
I think people were like trying to figure out who he was and like going through my following list and like
really
people are crazy, aren't they? Detectives.
Yeah, and they commented on like one of his friends that I followed being like, oh my God, I found him.
On one of his friends?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And the friend didn't delete the comment either.
Oh.
He just kind of left it there, so I just like unfollowed him. I was like, oh, that's really weird.
He's like claiming it.
He wants people to think that. Oh, that's funny.
So I unfollowed him after that. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that is really strange.
That comment.
Yeah.
How long did you keep it private for?
Until like, I think like a few pages like posted who he was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like saying, oh, it's Tasha's brother,
Like
this name.
influencer updates kind of thing.
Yeah. I think like a couple of them posted and then I was like, oh, everyone knows now. And everyone's like going to see us out together anyway. But I think at first, like I just kind of wanted to keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Because also I think when you start sharing someone on social media, I think everyone just loves to get involved or like, you know, they want to see more of him and he doesn't even have social media himself.
He doesn't?
No.
That's so
nice. So he has TikTok, but it's like a fake account. But like he doesn't follow anyone, no followers either.
That's kind of nice, isn't it? Because like your life, you're so like in social media.
Yeah.
And then when you come to him, he's just it would be refreshing for that.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of why I didn't want to really put him on anything as well, because I respected that. And I also think I just didn't want people getting involved especially like with my last relationship as well, like I couldn't be bothered for it. But then I was like, oh, whatever, everyone knows. But yeah, I think I still do like kind of keep everything quite private. Like I don't like do videos with him and stuff. And yeah.
That is nice to just have that for yourself. It's like your whole life's on social media. You don't have to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can have like boundaries with it.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had a bestie breakup.
Not like a breakup. Like I think I've drifted from people in childhood, but not because like anything happened. I think you just naturally like kind of drift from people as you go on like different phases of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
But then like if I see them, like it's, you know, completely fine. Like there's I've never had like a friendship breakup where there's like ever any hard feelings.
I feel like this goes with how chill you are.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like you're very mature for your age as well.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think also I choose to have good people around me.
Yeah.
So I think everyone that's in my circle is quite similar to me, or they just know what I'm like. Like I'm just chill. I don't have really like expectations of my friends where like, you know, we need to be calling each other all the time, or we need to be texting all the time. I'll catch up with you when I see you type thing. Or unless obviously there's like stuff to talk about that's like really important. But yeah, I think everyone just knows what I'm like, so no one ever has any like hard feelings.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's nice. It's like there's no need to have any conflict about anything. It's you like each other as friends, and that's how it is.
Exactly, yeah. And like one of my childhood like best friends, one of like my closest friends growing up, we kind of just like drifted as we got into like relationships and stuff, and I hadn't seen her for like 2-3 years, and we caught up for coffee the other day. Like it's just, and it's like nothing ever happened.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Like friendships like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just really chill.
I love this. I need more of your energy.
This is
I'm so chaotic.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, I hear like some people, you know how some people like they're just always fighting with their friends?
I could not do that.
I know.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I've never had a fight with any of my friends. But then again, I think that goes back to like not really having expectations. Obviously, I think if someone does something wrong, you say something. But again, like the people that I choose to be my friends and the people I get close with aren't the type of people that would do anything bad.
Yeah.
So there's just never been an opportunity for that to happen, I guess.
Yeah, that's so good. I mean, your friends are like the part of your life that should not be stressful.
Yeah, exactly.
So they are. That's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, last one. Never have I ever maxed out a credit card.
Never.
Never?
Never.
Great. She's
Maybe
responsible.
Are you a big shopper?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really
That's why we
am.
asked this question. I feel like you're,
I really am. When I like even when I was younger, I've always been like this. I always wanted to have like new outfits for everything.
Really?
Yeah, I literally got a job. I think back then the legal age was like 13 years and 9 months. I don't know what it is now. I think it's like 14 and 9 months.
Yeah,
now.
I think so.
Yeah, but I remember back then I was like literally right before I like reached that age, I was like sending out resumes, and I really wanted to work at Boost. I remember I sent like, well, I gave it to so many Boosts around me. And then I ended up at Subway, but that was because I just like wanted to buy new clothes pretty much. Like I've just always been like that.
Wow. And look at you now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I just buy so much stuff.
we love that though.
I love that. Okay, that is all the Never Have I Evers, but we've got one more game.
Yeah.
Because you are launching the collection with us and you're a fashion girly through and through, we want to pick your brain and get some styling advice on a few different things. So the first question is, what are your top 3 wardrobe essentials?
Definitely a maxi dress.
Mm-hmm.
I think a nice white maxi. I think I go through phases where I'm just wearing too much white, and then I see it on my feed and I'm like, sis, like, so I've been trying to wear collars more. Yeah, I love white. It's just so clean.
Mm-hmm.
And like with a tan as well, it just looks so good. I've been trying to like make myself wear color more though. But I'd say like a nice white maxi, definitely like just basic trackies. That's like a staple for me.
Mm-hmm.
What else is another staple? Like basic white tee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You literally can't go wrong. That's like every
avenue I would
Yeah.
need to wear. Yeah.
Well, I always wear like my white fox trackies with like just a white bodysuit underneath.
Yeah.
And then I like usually tie the jacket around my neck.
Yeah.
And that's how I walk around.
Yeah. It's like clean
We're
girl, but
comfy.
also comfy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing that you can't leave the house without? This can be anything.
My keys, no, I'm kidding. Honestly. My phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel naked if I don't have my phone.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally like reaching
Same.
for it. It's really bad, but
Are
it's
you,
like
like-
attached to me.
Yeah. Are you guys the type of people that like puts your phone in your bag or you're always holding it?
I'm
I think
holding it.
Holding it.
Same.
Yeah.
Never not.
Yeah.
I met a girl actually the other week at an event, and she like I saw her like put her phone back in her handbag, and I was like, wait, and I like noticed that she kept doing it. And I was like, wait, do you put your phone back in your handbag every time you use it? She's like, wait, hang on. Like we were talking about something. She's like, wait, hang on, let me get my phone out. And she went to show me, and I was like, that's so random because I just
That
always have it in my
is.
hand.
I feel like our generation is very like
Yeah.
you hold
She
your
was
phone.
young too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for her.
I mean, she's got some
Yeah.
boundaries with her
Yeah.
phone.
And I'm like, wow. No, but she was. I did say something. She's like, no, it's because I lost it one time. She said she left it, like at an event or something. So now she always has to put it back in her bag. And I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
funny.
Yeah. no.
Okay, what's non-negotiable in your day? It can be like in any part of your day, but you do it every day.
Gym,
Mm-hmm.
hanging out with my dog, cuddling her.
Aw.
I always make sure I like cuddle her on the couch. Because Boo's like she's like me. She's very clingy. She just
Yeah.
loves to like just be on me like somehow. Like she'll just have her head on my lap or like she's always got some body part.
That's
on
really
me.
cute.
It's literally
Puppy
me
cuddles.
with James. Like we don't. We cuddle before we go to sleep, but while we're sleeping, we both like sleep on our backs.
Really?
Yeah.
I
But,
need to
like-
teach myself to do that.
Yeah, but like we'll be like touching each other, like how about
You just
leg
have to put
touching?
something touching the whole time.
Yeah. So she's exactly like me.
That's cute. What is your go-to outfits for these occasions? Girls' night out.
Definitely like I'd say like a short dress
Yeah.
or a maxi dress, like a tight, long maxi.
She loves a maxi.
I do love a maxi. Every time you guys drop anything maxi, I'm like, Grace,
You like that's
I need this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
I love a maxi. I feel
They're
like it's
so
just
much more
comfy.
flattering.
Yeah.
And then date night.
I think date night definitely a shorter dress for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like a short tight dress for date night.
Love that.
We'll have
Sexy
some coming in
vibes.
the collection for everyone.
For me, I think we've got a couple. Like we've got crochet, more like summery vibes. Yeah,
Not the date night.
I think maybe not date night. I think I've got more maxis that are more date night appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think majority of the things are kind of maxi in the collection.
I love
She's a
it.
maxi girl.
I actually, no, I generally think I only have one short dress from memory,
Yeah.
and that's a short crochet one. But that one's
Mm.
really cute.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see it.
well, yeah,
same.
it'll be launched by the time this
Yeah.
goes live.
I know.
anyway.
So everyone
Yeah.
can shop it now. Well, that's all the questions
Yeah,
we
that was so
had.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like we learnt a lot about you.
Did
We
you?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we already knew quite a lot about
Yeah.
you, but like anyone that doesn't know all these things,
Yeah.
I think they would learn that you're definitely a homebody, wifey material.
Yeah, take a shot every time I say that I'm just really chill.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my god, she's such a
Literally.
pick me. We get it. You're really chill.
no, well, you
No.
it's true.
You are.
Yeah.
You're a
True.
laid back gal.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, for anyone wanting to shop the collection, it would
Yeah,
be,
definitely have a look because there's some really, really cute things on there.
And yeah, excited for your event.
Yes.
Me too. I actually can't wait.
Yeah, that'd
Fingers
be
crossed we get
amazing.
good weather.
Yeah.
We will.
we're
Manifest.
manifesting
We will.
that.
It's happening.
We will.
Manifesting that.
Aw,
so
thank you.
much.
Thank you.
As always, make sure you subscribe and download wherever you get your podcast. And also, we would love if you could give us a review. That would also really help us out.
And also make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok for all the extra BTS content. And yeah, we'll see you next week.